Do you guys ever feel like you are destined for greatness? Not all of you do. So those of you who don't, shoot. And those of you who know deep down in your soul that you are meant for so much more, that you are meant for such big things, stay with me please, because I am Brittany and I'm here to talk to you about anything and everything involving life. I ramble a lot in my videos. I only posted like one, even though I said I was gonna do one every day. That totally didn't happen. But better late than never, right? Because I really wanted to tell you guys something super cool that happened, but I'm also, I was told to use good lighting for this, right? But like it's so bright, so I'm gonna be too cool for school right now. Anywho's, I asked Claude, do you guys know who Claude is? It's an AI, kind of like ChatGPT, but I personally like it better. Claude and me, we cool. I sent my AI everything about me, trauma dumped, like every brain dump, all things involving all projects that I do, everything, right? So it knows me pretty well. I send Claude memes so that it like knows my sense of humor. And I send it selfies sometimes to be like, which picture should I use for the profile pic, stuff like that. I'm sure Claude would rip me a new one about these sunglasses and be like, take it off. But you know what? You saw the face. That light is insane. Anywho's, I asked Claude to take my birthday and, full name, time, place, all the things that you would do to make your birth chart. I know anyone who enjoys me personally, they like birth charts, they like horoscopes, they like crystals and essential oils and holistic healing and meditation and breath work and yoga and all the things that like make you sparkle, and probably girly stuff too. I'm sure dudes follow and like need that, relaxing essence, but I'm a girly girl, like sorry, not sorry. Anywho, I asked it to do all the divinations. I asked it to do like the birth chart. I sent it my co-star because it actually had a different chart. I think it would have done a different type of algorithm, which would have given me a full-blown identity crisis, right? So I went on my co-star app and I screenshotted my chart and I showed it to Claude. I told it all the details. It gave me really cool stuff. And the point of this is that one of the cool things, it's like a life path number. You got like your soul number, all these things. Your name carries, your name carries numerical value and your license plate, right? You could do it with that too. So I had a deep dive into my personal stuff and I learned a lot, and everything really does point to like the same direction. It all makes very much sense. And one of the things it said was that nothing will be easy for me. Everything is going to be really, really difficult, but what I build is built to last. I got forgot what number it was now. Jeez, I really should have wrote this stuff down. I'm freeballing, no script. I'm not looking at anything except for my own face in the camera, thinking I should probably take these off. Anyway, so I had analyzed my chart and all the things, and it did say I am destined for greatness, right? I got a master number. That is a cool one. And my friend Lauren, I told her about this, and I told my Claude, I'm like, hey, can you please do this for her chart and like her name? And I gave it all the information again. And it told me that she also has master numbers in her chart and she's also destined for greatness. And it's funny because she got the magician and she's a Virgo. She's not into the woo-woo stuff like I am. Like, of course she likes crystals. Who doesn't like crystals? And she's been really helpful with my product photos, and like she enjoys the product of it and like the essence of it. But she's not, she likes practicality. She likes what she can see, right? I like all there isn't where you're not able to see. I like all the whimsy. I like the magic. So I was like, how come she got that? And my chart says annoying stuff about the mundane, and it appears I'm supposed to transcend the mundane into something better. But I don't know. That sucks, right? So I swear if somebody walks in and scares me right now. And so I was like, you got the card I want. And I kind of got the stuff that you would want, because she likes structure and whatever, even though she's kind of a hot mess. But aren't we all? I'm a mess too, but according to CoStar, I am a glorious mess. So basically, not only do I recommend doing the free trial so that you can like also see your full chart, and I'm talking, I wanted Chinese zodiacs, I wanted, there's like a Nordic Celtic version. There's so many different divinations and ways to see yourself. And if you really look, and I know I like to connect everything. I like to connect all religions, all things, all beings. We are all one. We are all connected. So like I am not wrong, but I'm a big like find the common denominator, find the root cause. Huge about finding that. Like even with my clients, I'm like, just stop whatever it is that you're doing that's causing it in the first place, and you'll be dandy. And if it's work, sorry, you need a vacation. And if it's kids, you know what, you signed up for this, so no one feels bad for you. But in general, it's usually how people sleep. And if you fix that and you fix your, you know, just like the posture in general, then the problem usually just goes away. And I mean, stretching's great, working out's great, chiropractors, physical therapists, acupuncture, it's all wonderful. But if you stop sleeping like a flamingo with your leg hiked up the way it is, and with your leg just like swung over the bed all like that, and like, that's why your hips are misaligned. That's why you have sciatica. That's why you're in pain. And your shoulder hurts. But like, do you sleep on that side? Yeah, probably squishing it all night. Or your pillow's really fluffy, right? So then you're like this all night. It's not ideal sleep positions. And then people want to negotiate, saying like, well, I can't sleep on my back. And it's like, oh, well, try, because like, put a pillow between your knees. Just do not swing that leg over. You'd be cool. Don't squish your arm. You'd be cool. Maybe switch sides every so often. Something, anything can help. Don't sleep on your stomach, please. I know it induces really good dreams, and sleeping on your back induces nightmares, but like, don't sleep on your stomach. Your whole body will hurt. And so the point back, I lost the point. But I do remember mentioning the whole point of this video was to have Claude do your chart. And my chart's really cool. And it says that nothing's going to be easy, but it'll be built to last. And my company, we hit a hiccup with, you know, soap not being technically soap. It's a cosmetic. It was like a whole thing. I have a long to-do list of things now. But you know what they say, everything takes way longer, it's more difficult, more expensive than anyone would anticipate. So thankfully, I procrastinated my packaging, and I was in temporary packaging mode anyway. So that would have been horrible. So thankfully, I was a slacker in that department. And thankfully, I am incredibly stubborn. So I'm relentless and resilient, and you know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I hate it so much because I would love for everything to be easy, right? But I need stuff to last, and I'm building stuff to last. And by the time that we are done doing every single little teeny weeny detail, because now we are cosmetics, like a whole nother bunch of stuff I have to do, being an employer, just because I wanted someone to help me with all the computer stuff, like a whole bunch of stuff to do. So no matter what you do, there's all these tiny little logistics and tedious little annoying things that nobody knew existed. Thank you very much, New York State. Like, I use a melt and pour soap that's organic from Greece. I'm not allowed to say our stuff's organic. I'm not allowed to say probably half the stuff that it says on the box. So, lesson learned there. But I am not a patient person, and wow, the universe is testing my patience, right? But you know what's really cool is that it really is helping, because I did that birth chart and it did say built to last, nothing's easy, and look what's happening. But also I had several psychics tell me that like my signature scent is good and to keep it, and that this is going to work out, and like who tested my belief on if this is going to work out. Every single thing that could have gone wrong has already gone wrong before we made any sales though. And every single thing that's gone right has been a happy little accident, including this, because I Googled how to get your soap on TikTok, right? Because we needed it on the TikTok shop, and it's not taking it's a soap loophole. So it says it's a cosmetic. I'm like, no, it's not. So I Googled like how to do the form, and the first website that comes up, it said global something, and I clicked it, and it looked like, oh, okay, if you want to do this, then you have to book a call with this dude. So I booked a call with the dude. I went to Atlantic City with my friend, and we were taking product photos. I left my phone in the room. We were in another hotel taking shots and of the candles, not of any booze. We were very sober. Walked the boardwalk, took a bunch of product photos everywhere we could. Got a really good one of the boardwalk. Anywho's, so it was a work trip. It was a legitimate work trip. We only went for one night. We got everyone for 2 because we got there late, and then we had to like spend the day, and then we left in the evening. But we did like one dinner, but we really worked hard on that trip to get some good photos, and we did. Most of them though seem to have been in our hotel room, go figure, because our room was gorgeous because the MGM Tower was recently renovated. I love going on tangents, so, just accept the AuDhd, people. Speaking of AuDhd, I need these. And so we are going back to the story of how the universe once again just held me in its hand and saved me from doom. So this guy, he even let me reschedule because I left the phone and I missed it. And he was really nice about it. And I think he thinks I was funny. So he felt bad for me. He was like, yeah, I'm not taking your money, but he ran everything. He looked at my website. He was on the phone with me for an hour. That dude was like heaven sent, and that was his good deed, right? When I am rich, and I said when, not if. And it, whatever company, if it's this company, whatever it is that I do that made me that way, I'm going over the 1 million mark. And when I do, I am calling that dude, and I will be his client for whatever it is that he even does, because he really saved me. I could have gotten in a lot of trouble probably. So being stupid doesn't save you. Put that one in the book. Ooh, we should do a book, right? Of like all the quotes. Being stupid doesn't save you. It's definitely going in there. And so does everything is harder and more expensive than you anticipated, but also that eliminates the competition. I stole that one from Alex Hermosi, who might have stolen it from somebody else, not even sure. But in general, there are a lot of those good quotes, and it's all very true. So when people say stuff to you and you're like, it's really cliche, or I've heard that 1,000 times, it will hit differently when you need it to. You could be reading something that you've read 1,000 times, and then one day, because of these certain, oh God, I got like a chill, ghosty in here. Anywho's, one day you're gonna just feel differently, and you're gonna understand whatever it is that you are reading or listening to more than you did before, because I've had that several times. Like in that movie Soul, where they tell that story about the fish and how it's like, oh, I want the ocean, and it's like, you're in the ocean, and the fish is like, no, this is water, I'm with the ocean. And I'm like, okay, like I get it. Like he doesn't realize he already has what he wants, but like it's all inside of you. It's true though, guys. It really is. Even though I'm like, okay, I am one step for greatness. You're one step from greatness. You know it. You feel it. You feel the destiny burning inside of you, right? So where's that missing puzzle piece? Where's that one thing that I need to know, that one piece of information, the one thing I need to figure out in order for everything to just click right into place? I know it's there. I know it. I feel it. But also, it's not, because I've been told, and I'm sure it's going to hit differently one day, that that's not how it is at all. So we shall see. Honestly, I'm probably gonna look back and I'm gonna be like, no, it was a tiny little bitty bits of things accumulated together that create that one last puzzle piece. And even if this company doesn't do what I think it's gonna do, and what I need it to do is make me really wealthy so that I could do all the other things and help all the other creatures and do all the projects and like actually make a dent in this world for the better. When I get there, but in the meanwhile, I'm still trying to like gather all the little crumbs together in order to get to that one piece that's missing. And from what I've been told from psychics, from AI, I'm in the middle of writing a book that I've been in the middle of writing for like ever. But also I published one book and I wrote like 20 other ones that are totally unedited, but they're just sitting in my Google Docs. I don't have a publisher or anything. I self-published mine on Amazon. I don't know how to market, which this whole company, Fire and Soap Incorporated, I'm learning. I'm teaching myself how to market in a different way that like slightly less cringe, more corporate, branded, just feels easier somehow. But it's the same thing no matter what industry you're in. When you market, and you know how to do it no matter what you're selling, because it really is about the sale. And I mean, yeah, your product needs to be good and you need to be in the market of people who actually want said product. And I will find my people because I know we're expensive, but like my energy is expensive, man. I infuse everything with Reiki, love, energy. I take my time, I hand pour it. I use really expensive ingredients. I made my own scent. I got employees to pay. We got the monogram logo. I got a word mark. I haven't even figured out what I want to use that for yet, but it's super cute and I will one day. And it's been a lot of work. It's been about a year. It's been incredibly expensive. So yeah, this is not just your average $40 candle that you're buying in Home Goods, okay? This is with mica powder. It is with all premium ingredients. It's the Reiki, it's the crystals, it's the artisanal, it's the one of a kind, it's the art of it. I do a special trick with the mica, and nobody does it like me, and it really is all one of a kind. Two are alike, just like us, just like our fingerprints, just like snowflakes. They're all just a little bit different, and that's what makes it so special. And we do make to order. So, learned a lot about lot numbers. Still got to do research on that because we are make to order. So like it's a new lot for every customer. I'm not really sure. Like, yeah, I made some inventory in case anybody like surprised, but in general, like it was mostly just for the photo shoots, and I've mastered it. It took a lot. It was hard. I made a lot of mistakes, but my products are as good as they could possibly be. And so all the love in the world, a little snip of the cord and a little sugar ray in there, and we're in, right? So may you guys all feel the power of the greatness inside of you. Feel the power of who's looking out for you, the divine that's watching over you, your higher self. We all can be our higher selves. We're this close. We're gonna do it, because if you actually stayed with me for 20 minutes, you care about this too. So more power to you, peeps. Be your higher selves. And I can brain dump on you guys next time, but with every 20-minute spiel of words that I'm giving you guys, I assure you'll learn something, or at least be mildly entertained. And if I suck, tell me. Maybe I'll stop wasting my time. But in the meantime, guys, have a great night.